We are living through times of deep uncertainty. Every headline seems to bring more fear than hope. Violence knocks on the doors of our cities, diseases spread without mercy, and anxiety has become the heavy shadow haunting millions of lives. Every day, more and more people are asking themselves, where can I find peace? Where is there a safe refuge when everything else is falling apart? But in the midst of the chaos, there is an ancient promise that has never lost its power, an eternal message hidden in words that many repeat, but few truly understand. Psalm 91 is not just a prayer, it is a covenant of protection, of comfort, of divine covering. An invitation to live under the shelter of the Most High, not as occasional visitors of faith, but as children who choose to dwell beneath His wings. In this video, we're not just going to read Psalm 91. We're going to step into its depths, to discover what it truly means to dwell under the shadow of the Almighty, and how you can apply this covenant today, in your home, in your health, in your decisions, in your battles. Because when everything is falling apart, those who dwell in God remain standing. Biblical example: Noah dwelled in obedience under God's shelter when he built the ark. While the world mocked and judgment drew near, he and his family were preserved. Daily application. Today, dwelling under His shadow means choosing to trust when others doubt, to obey when the world strays, and to build our life on His word, even when others don't understand. Verse 2. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I will trust. This verse is a declaration of faith. When you confess with your mouth that God is your hope, your strength, and your protection, you are activating the power of this covenant. The fortress is a symbol of impenetrable protection. Biblical example: David, pursued by Saul, took refuge in God as his fortress. Though he lived in caves, his soul rested in divine protection. Daily application. In times of betrayal, loss, or unemployment, declare that God is your hope. He is your fortress when you feel like you have nowhere to run. Verse 3. Surely He will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. The fowler represents invisible enemies, emotional traps, manipulation, dangers you never see coming. And the deadly pestilence symbolizes both physical and spiritual diseases. God promises that He Himself will rescue you from whatever is designed to destroy you. Biblical example: Esther was delivered from a deadly trap planned against her people. Her faith and her position were key to overturning a decree of death. Daily application. Sometimes you don't even see the danger surrounding you. A wrong decision, a toxic relationship, an unexpected illness. God promises to rescue you even from what you are unaware of. Biblical example: Ruth took refuge under God's wings when she left her homeland and placed her trust in the God of Israel. She was rewarded with protection and redemption. Daily application. When fear whispers its lies, remember that God's truth is your shield. His faithfulness covers your decisions, your family, your future. Verses 5 and 6. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day. Verses 5 and 6. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day. These are the threats that stalk us daily. The terror of the night symbolizes fear, anxiety, and inner darkness. The arrow is criticism, slander. The pestilence represents modern diseases. But those who are under the covenant do not fear, because they know who guards them. Biblical example. The prophet Elijah faced threats and persecution, but he did not fear, because he knew God was with him, even when he hid in the wilderness. Daily application. Even if anxiety visits you at night or bad news comes by day, you can sleep in peace and rise with confidence. Verses 7 to 10. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. Surely you will look with your eyes and see the reward of the wicked, because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, the Most High, your dwelling place. No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. Biblical example. The people of Israel were protected in Goshen while Egypt suffered the plagues. Their obedience kept them safe. Daily application. Even if an economic crisis strikes many, even if modern plagues arise, your trust in God can be your wall of protection. Biblical example. Daniel was delivered by angels in the lion's den. He suffered no harm because God sent his supernatural help. Daily application. Even when you feel like you're walking among dangers, there are angels assigned to guard you. Victory has already been given to you. Verses 14 to 16. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. This is the glorious ending of the covenant. When you love God and seek him with all your heart, he answers. It doesn't say there won't be trouble, but that he will be with you in the midst of it. And he promises to give you life, honor, and salvation. Biblical example. Job, through his faithfulness in the midst of suffering, was restored, blessed, and granted long life and honor. Daily application. If you are going through distress, you are not alone. God answers you. He walks with you, and he has a glorious ending prepared for you. Psalm 91 is not an amulet. It is a declaration, a daily choice. It is living in faith, walking in obedience, and declaring with your mouth that God is your fortress. Today is the moment to activate it in your life. And if this message has touched your heart, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, The Light of the Gospel. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this truth. And remember, the shelter of the Most High is never closed to the one who returns with a sincere heart.